Alright guys, my name is the Metagoblin and today I'm going to be teaching you how to modernise Oblivion for 2018. Now this video isn't really about graphics that much. This is about kind of modernising the gameplay and the features in the game to make them kind of like more modern RPGs, to make it more accessible to, I guess, a more modern audience. For instance, we're going to be getting rid of like fairly like irritating things that a lot of like old RPGs have, you know. For instance, we're going to get rid of the vampire sun damage. It was really annoying in Oblivion how you had to go through all the Mages Guild recommendations to start spellmaking and stuff, whereas in Skyrim you could just go to a court wizard. And we'll also be removing the need for like really tedious, boring power leveling by fixing the leveling system in the game. And there's a lot of mods like that which make things a little bit easier and just less irritating and generally just less boring. So, let's jump in. Before we jump in, be sure to subscribe to the channel so don't miss my next video where I'm essentially going to be exploring some of the hidden rooms in Oblivion which are inaccessible to players. And also be sure to give me a quick follow on Instagram. It's going to be my major social media outlet now. It's the only one I'm going to focus on, so be sure to follow me on there for stupid pictures and stuff like that. So, let's jump in. Got a script here. The first one I have for you. Yeah, so the first mod I have is simply called all +5 modifiers. What this will do, one of the problems with Oblivion, I have to admit, is the fact that, say for instance, you want to be a mage, but you don't want to use any of your skills here, which govern intelligence. So intelligence is here. So you don't want to use alchemy, conjuration, and mysticism, but you want to be a mage. You'd be forced to, you know, do skill up skills which increased intelligence just so you can increase your intelligence, because you need to increase your intelligence to actually increase your mana pool. And what you had to do was sit around all day casting spells, or you had to sit around all day letting rats hit you endlessly all day, which was really annoying. What this mod basically does, so if you increase one skill, if I increase one skill like right now, basically I'm going to get a modifier which will automatically bump that modifier up to 5 for my attribute. So let's go and increase a skill. That character I was using was maxed out in pretty much all the attributes anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to level up and do a fresh level just to show you how this mod works. So if I increase one skill on that right now, so on my next cast I'm going to increase my conjuration skill once, and if I go and add a level, it automatically bumps it up to 5 after increasing the skill just once. So that's how that mod works. The second mod I have for you is simply called Enchanting and Spellmaking Altars. So if you don't know, in Oblivion basically you had to do all the Mages Guild recommendation quests in order to get access to the Arcane University in the Imperial City, and only then could you actually start making spells and doing your own enchanting. Or you could get the Frostcrag Spire DLC and pay like a massive amount of money to get the magic candle things. This mod, as you can see, there's something very different about the Mages Guild right now. If we look a little closer, we have altars of enchanting and altars of spellmaking essentially in every single one of the Mages Guild, sorry. So, you know, obviously in Skyrim, you had enchanting altars pretty much in every court wizard kind of area, and they were more accessible. I do like, you know, getting this mod because I do like making spells and I do like enchanting. I don't want to have to go through a whole Mages Guild to have access to that. The next mod I have is basically just called bounty reduction over time. So I can punch someone, and this is another mod as well, but I'll talk about that one later. This message comes up telling me I'm a wanted criminal, as you can see. And all you have to do is kind of, I guess, run away and keep running away until the bounty is taken off. So yeah, just I mean, Fable had this feature. You could like hide for a little bit, and the bounty was taken off. But in Skyrim and Oblivion, the bounties like never go, which is kind of irritating. So there's that mod. For our fourth mod, we have the Ghost Whisperer. So obviously in Skyrim, you could just attack ghosts with any weapon, it didn't really matter. There wasn't actually that many ghosts in Skyrim, to be honest. But in Oblivion, you cannot attack ghosts with normal weapons. You have to use Daedric or silver weapons, or an enchanted weapon. So, if I spawn a ghost right now, this mod what it basically does is allows you to attack ghosts with all weapons. I've added a 9 dagger. Hold on, there we go. This spawns a ghost, and I can whack this ghost with a 9 dagger, and that's that mod. The next mod I have for you is simply called Vampires No Sun Damage. As you can see, it's you know, broad daylight right now, and I'm not taking any damage, and I am a vampire. If you look, you know, here, I have the vampiric abilities, and I'm not taking any sun damage. You also have a spell which called Display Your Vampiric Nature, which basically turns vampirism on, like this feeding mode. So you got to turn that on to allow yourself to feed, but also I think basically gives you ability to toggle on and off the ability to look disgusting and horrible. So you can toggle it on and off depending on whether you want to talk to people or not. So there you go. To show this next mod, I've created a completely new save. The mod is basically just called, what's it called? Faster walking speed. So I've created an orc right here. Obviously orcs have what, the lowest speed starts like 30, isn't it? Yeah, it's terrible. And as you can see, I'm walking just like a tiny bit faster than usual. It changes the variables of the default walking running speed to just to be a little bit higher. You can still also obviously increase your speed through increasing your speed stat, but obviously you are just a tiny bit faster. Because obviously, when you're trying to go for warrior build, you can try and tank your character and massive amount of heavy armor, and you also make an orc. Your speed stat is just like ridiculously low, so that fixes that. The next mod I have for you is simply called Enchantments Restore over time. So I'm going to use my weapon. This isn't actually a thing in Skyrim, but yeah, it's going to use soul gems to do it, don't you? But so as you can see, right, I'm going to show you quickly. The charge right now is 1600. You know, it's maxed. I'm going to use it a lot on this guy. As you can see, let's look back. So I've used the a little bit. It's 1557 now. If I just sit here, chill for a bit. What else can I talk about this mod? Yeah, this is something that's also in Morrowind. So this feature, the enchantments restoring over time, was actually a thing in Morrowind. And what this mod also does is the higher your mysticism skill, the faster your weapons will recharge. So what was it, 15557, now it's 1562. So your enchantments restore over time, you don't need to use your soul gems really to regenerate them, which is pretty cool. So this next mod basically is called Crime Has Witnesses. If I decide to jump into someone's house, and kill someone, the guard from like down the street won't automatically somehow know I did that crime. So for instance, we have a guy here, you know, it's inside, no other guard is going to witness this crime. I think it kind of works weird in Oblivion, so if you commit a crime and someone sees you do it, automatically the whole world has seen you do it, which is annoying. So if I commit this... Okay, apparently no one witnessed that, but as you can see right now, my crime has been witnessed by Imperial Watch, whoever that is, and another Imperial Watch person. So if I kill them, then the crime is removed. But obviously, that took me too long, and I think way too many people would start witnessing this crime. But so it tells you who witnessed the crime, then you can go and kill those people, and then the bounty is removed. I mean, that's basically how it works in Skyrim, so that's what the mod does. Obviously, try not to let your victims run out the house, like I did. Otherwise, that will happen. But anyway, may as well end the video on that bombshell. Be sure to subscribe, like the video, all that kind of stuff. My name is the Goblin. Until my next video, ciao.